is here in Madison Square Garden. Keyshawn Davis versus Denys Berinchyk. And
Connor Coyle taking on Vito Mielnicki Jr. 10 rounds for the USBA, WBC USA, and WBO international titles. Xander Zayas putting his titles on the line against Flawless Foamer. 10 rounds for the NABF and NABO titles. And in our main event, 12 rounds for the WBO Lightweight Championship of the World. Denys Berinchyk puts his title on the line against Keyshawn Davis.
You get a good seat like I usually do.
This is boxing. This is Top Rank. Brought to you all weekend
the third row.
long by Miller Lite. Cheers to another round of Miller Time.
What's up, Crush?
By DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the app today.
My best, but I got people's
By the refreshing taste of Twisted Tea. Hard iced tea. Keep it twisted.
If anybody cares about the back of
by
my
Riot Season.
that was it. Big old man Jose, tell us about that right there.
And by the theater at Madison Square Garden. There is an iconic shot of the world's most famous arena, the Mecca of boxing, Madison Square Garden. We are in the lobby just outside the theater. Welcome inside. My name is Mark Chinook, and I'm always joined by the beautiful Top Rank Knockouts this weekend, Tiana and Chanel, with us all weekend long. It goes down Friday, February 14th, on Valentine's Day, here inside the Mecca of boxing, Madison Square Garden. We begin at 5 p.m. Eastern on ESPN+. Then we move over to the network, ESPN, at 9 p.m. Eastern. There is a shot of our entire card. Nico Ali Walsh gets the party started. Welterweight standout Tiger Johnson on the card. Also, the return of the real big baby Jared Anderson.
If you guys can hear me.
And again, our main event, Denys Berinchyk puts his world title on the line against Keyshawn Davis. Limited tickets remain.
Just say yep.
Visit the Ticketmaster.
We can hear you.
Visit Ticketmaster.com or the Madison Square Garden box office. Doors open fight night at 4:45 p.m. Eastern. Also the weigh-ins tomorrow exactly at 12 noon right here again just outside the theater at Madison Square Garden. And for everything Fight Week, scan this QR code. Check out boxing's official home, all things Top Rank and Fight Week. Joining me on stage right now, I'd like to welcome, making his professional debut, junior bantamweight, Juan Vito Lopez de Jesus. Welcome. Lightweight sensation, Abdullah Mason. Welterweight, Rohan Polanco. Good to see you, gents. And in a 10-round battle, as I mentioned earlier, for the USBA, WBC USA, and WBO international middleweight titles, Connor Coyle taking on Vito Mielnicki Jr. And beside me, Vice President of Boxing Operations for Top Rank, Mr. Carl Moretti. All right, that was a mouthful. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us. Carl, thank you for being with us. Juanito, I want to start with you, brother. 112-pound gold medalist for 2023 Puerto Rican National Championship. You represented your homeland in the 2024 Olympic Games. Son of former two-division world champion Juanma Lopez. And now, making your debut Friday at Madison Square Garden. How excited are you to turn pro?
Yeah, I'm very excited. I wait for this moment all my life, and now it's reality. You know, it's not a dream anymore.
Carl, I want to bring you in right away. I'm quoting Bob Arum here. Juanito's an exceptional talent, someone we feel will excel in the ring and, like his father, bring many championships to the great fighting nation of Puerto Rico. That's Bob. Speak about this young man.
Facts, you know, I mean, straight out. We watched him in the Olympics. We love identifying the best talent from Puerto Rico. In our eyes, he's that next step, just like Xander was. So he's just going to follow him along, and no better place than to turn pro at Madison Square Garden.
Juanito, what does it make you feel when you hear the greatest promoter of all time talk of you like that?
I think it's everybody wants these opportunities, you know, and now I got the opportunity to show the people what I have, you know, what I bring to the table. So I want to make my people of Puerto Rico proud. So Friday night, I need to show what I have.
Is it business as usual, or does it feel a little different that this is a professional fight week? First one for you. Is it a little different?
Yeah, it's different. You know, I never have this type of attention, you know, so it's crazy for me. I'm really excited.
Carl, you've been around a lot of young fighters who have made their professional debut. What do you expect Friday night for this young man?
Well, first of all, it's damas y caballeros, you know, as El Salman, all that stuff for him.
19 years old.
I expect him to just continue what we saw in the Olympics, that he's actually probably going to be a better pro than Olympian because of his style. I don't expect him to, you know, freeze up because of the lights, because he's been before it. He knows what he wants. And this is just the start, and obviously we'll see him back here in June as well.
Juan Vito, welcome to Top Rank, welcome to professional boxing. We're excited to see you on Valentine's Day at Madison Square Garden. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Abdullah Mason, right next door, 16-0, 14 knockouts. The last time we saw you, it was November, Norfolk, Virginia, second round knockout. But even though you finished it in 2 rounds, you actually hit the deck as well. What did you take away from that experience?
Mainly just fight smart and make sure I'm listening to my corner. You know, every time, you know, I'm tuned in to them, the easier the fight is. So just keep doing the same thing. I feel like I got up and did exceptional, but just keep doing the same thing, you know, and fight smart.
What do you enjoy the most about boxing? What do you enjoy the least about boxing? If there is one.
Yeah, that's a good question. I would say the results of your hard work is the most enjoyable thing. You know, the more work you put in, you know, the smarter you are, and you know, you get in the ring and everything shows. You know, but everyone knows, you know, every fighter knows one thing, that every single fight fan, you know, they have their own, you know, perfect version of you. But you got to make sure you know, doing what you do in there the way you got to do it.
Where do you see yourself in the lightweight division? Obviously, there's a world title on the line in our main event on this card. When you look at the division as a whole, where do you see yourself?
I see myself up there with the guys who hold the titles. You know, skill-wise, I feel like I'm able to hold my own in one of those fights and come out on top. But we're proving ourselves, and we're gonna keep, you know, taking those steps forward. Hopefully, we grab a smaller title this year and just keep stepping forward, inching towards that world championship. So when we get the opportunity, you know, we'll be ready for it.
Carl, I want to bring you in since you're with me. It's obviously nice to have you with me. You're never here, so it's great. A lot of noise in boxing about this young man. What makes Abdullah Mason so special?
Yeah, well, there was a lot of noise in Norfolk that night. You know, the place was jumping with 10,000 people, and just to get it more excited, he got dropped. And then he got up, and if he didn't see it, he got dropped again, and the place went crazy. And we're like, okay, that's enough of entertaining everybody. Let's do what we gotta do. And, you know, getting knocked down in boxing, it happens to every fighter. The question is, what happens when you get up? Well, he got up, and he took care of business. So that shows a lot to us of what his progression will be. If this would have continued or he wouldn't have went farther, then it's a whole different story. But he answered the questions there. And, you know, now we're on to a fight this Friday against the guy that just went the distance with Rolly, who's fighting for a world title, which is, you know, a whole other conversation to go to. But the fact that, you know, Brad feels confident to put him with that guy shows that the confidence that we have in him on handling business.
Until Friday night, your toughest opponent on paper, clearly, I think, to date. What do we expect from you Friday night after Norfolk and what Carl was just talking about?
Friday night, we bring the smoke, no flowers. So we're gonna fight smart, do what we worked on, and we're gonna have some fun in there. And you know, hopefully, you know, we see the opportunity. We're gonna do the same thing we've been doing, and we're gonna, you know, bring the smoke.
I love it. No flowers. I love all the Valentine's Day references that we're gonna have all week. They rate themselves. Moving on. Rohan El Rayo Polanco, 14-0, 9 knockouts. Great to see you again, brother. With this move up in weight comes heavier punches, and you're facing a tough opponent in Giancarlos Torres. This fight has a potential to be a brawl, like big brawl. Do you have to change anything in your camp to adjust to the welterweight division?
Con esta movida de peso, subiste a una división, esta pelea tiene el chance de ser una guerra. ¿Algún ajuste que tuviste que hacer para este cambio de división?
Bueno, sí, en este campamento fue más intenso, trabajé mucho con más pesa, el entrenamiento más intenso, siempre los pares, pero para esta guerra me siento bastante bien, ¿entiendes? Yo tengo ya mucha experiencia y sé con el que voy a pelear ahora tiene también bastante experiencia. Creo que con mi buen boxeo saliré victorioso esa noche.
It was definitely a more intense training camp. Also, I work a lot more on strength and conditioning. I know that my opponent has a lot of experience, but I also have a lot of experience, so that's going to be important in this fight.
Thank you, Gordy. What's it like working with Hector Bermudez in camp?
¿Cómo es trabajar con Héctor Bermúdez en el campamento?
Muy bien, muy bien. Es un entrenador bien inteligente, simplemente enseñando cómo adaptarme al boxeo profesional, ya que yo vengo de una carrera larga de amateur y gracias a Dios he encajado muy bien. Siento que fue una buena opción escoger a Héctor como entrenador para mi carrera profesional.
It has been a great option to select Hector as my trainer. He's a very intelligent trainer, and he has been helping me switch my style to the pro style because I had a very long career as an amateur.
Gordy, I want to ask him the same question I just asked Abdullah Mason, welterweight division, now that he's moving up to 147. Where does he see himself in welterweight?
¿Dónde te ves a ti mismo en el peso welter?
Bueno, el plan es seguir ganando peleas para seguir posicionando hasta que me llegue muy pronto la pelea titular, que eso es lo que andamos buscando.
The plan is to keep winning, to keep getting ranked higher until the title opportunity gets to me. That's what we're working for.
Carl, I want to bring you in here. Ron's a special fighter.
Well, we think he's a special fighter. We hope he's a special fighter. In today's world of Twitter and whatever else is out there in this social,
I think they call it X now.
yeah, that too. All you hear is fighters calling out fighters for this and that. After Friday, I doubt you're going to see anybody calling him out. That's not going to happen. So he's going to have to do it the old-fashioned way: stay active, move up the rankings, take care of business in the ring, and eventually earn a shot in a wide-open division.
Ron, thank you.
I think that's in
We're going to move on a little. Beside us here, 10 rounds for the vacant USBA, WBC USA, WBO International Middleweight titles. Connor Coyle, Vito Mielnicki Jr. Here we go again. Vito, we're in your backyard. Does this ever get old for you?
No, this is exciting. Now fighting on the main card on ESPN. It's another great opportunity. I want to thank Bob Arum, Top Rank, for this great opportunity. I want to thank God. Without him, none of this is possible. And I'm just blessed to be in this position.
I want to bring in your opponent, Connor. Welcome to New York City, Madison Square Garden, from Ireland. What does this opportunity mean for you?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity, and I'm pretty excited to be here. Such an amazing card to be on as well, and I'm just looking forward to Friday night now.
You said in an interview not too long ago, this is my opportunity to prove to myself, to prove that I am as good as I know I am. I'll just have to prove to the world and whoever is watching. Explain that to everybody who's watching right now, because you were pretty open and candid about your experiences up to date and now being here at the Mecca of boxing.
Oh yeah, I've had fights. The fights that I've got, I was looking for bigger fights, but I just never got them.
Post a picture on this, everybody can tell me the pictures are okay.
People, I've just had to do it. Whoever was put in front of me, I had to fight. I wanted the bigger fights. I've had a few big fights, but things happened and fell through, like the Felix Gas fight. That fell through, and then I got an injury before the Ambo fight. But I believe this is my opportunity here now, and I'm happy that it's in the MSG.
Vito, do you have a chance to watch tape on Connor, and in your opinion, is this your toughest test to date?
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal, to keep climbing, keep fighting better opposition. And this is definitely my toughest test to date on paper. And I'm just excited to show what I've been working on, how I've grown as a fighter, and put on a dominating performance on Friday night.
What did you take away from the last time we were here? Because your last fight was right here, same place. You walked away with a majority decision. What did you learn from that experience that you maybe didn't learn from your previous fights?
Just got to take it fight by fight. The media is going to judge you based off your last performance. Wasn't my greatest night in the office. But the goal Friday night is to eliminate that memory from everybody's memory and make this fight what they remember.
Connor, I'll come back to you. You spent 11 weeks in Florida preparing for this one. Are you in the best shape of your career right now? Will we see the best version of Connor Friday night?
100%, yeah. I was 12 weeks in total away from my 3 kids and my family. That was the toughest camp I've been through, physically and mentally. I've had the best of the sparring, and you know, this is my opportunity now to grab it with both hands. So I put every blood, sweat, and tears into this 12 weeks away from my kids, and I'm going to show it on Friday night.
Carl, we've got 3 title fights on the card Friday night. You know, we're here at Madison Square Garden. This fight has potential to steal the show as well. Like, this card is stacked.
Well, a couple things. First, he's not in his backyard. When we're in our backyard, we're in Jersey.
All right, so
Let's start with that.
we did give him a Rangers.
Two, exactly. Two, between his sponsors, and I can see what he's bringing to the ring with indigo interiors, it's going to look like a NASCAR race in there with all these guys, you know, maxed out as much as they could. Also, you know, for Vito, you're right, you're judged off your last fight, and Vito didn't look good in his last fight. We know why he didn't look good in his last fight, and usually most guys, you know, take an easy one after that. That wasn't their decision this time. They said, find the toughest guy you could. Connor Coyle stepped up to the plate. The fight's been made for 2.5 months. He knows what he's going to get out of this if he wins. Vito has to win and has to look good to get to the level that he wants to get to, and that's what Friday night's all about.
Vito, when you hear that, you got to win, you got to look good. Do you flip a switch? Do you have that switch that we might see from Vito that we might not have seen up to this point?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. This is a great opportunity for me, and this is everything I dreamt of as a kid, just walking in Madison Square Garden, seeing your face on billboards, on posters. This is everything that I've ever wanted since I was 7 years old, so we're going to take advantage of this opportunity and, like I said, dominate.
We've got B-roll of you right now up on the screens for people at home watching, and I can see you're literally answering the question, watching yourself on the screen. The same questions I've asked the other guys. Where do you see yourself in the division? And you know, obviously, you got to put on a show in order to be a part of this conversation.
Yeah, I mean, this is my first fight at 160 as well, so I'm moving up from 54 to 160. I feel strong, and I'm ready, 150% ready.
Connor, same question to you. I know your family and all your fans back home are going to be tuning in. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. How do you make sure you walk out of the ring Friday night victorious?
Just everything I've been working on in the gym with my coach, Jim. You know, we put together everything piece by piece in camp each week. Everything went so smoothly. We've had no setbacks. Every training camp I always have a setback, a minor injury, a sickness, something will come along. But this has been the most successful and smooth training camp I've ever had. And mentally and physically, I'm just the best shape possible.
Well, we're excited for Friday night. Gentlemen, everybody with us right now, thanks for joining us. Before we bring up our co-feature and our main event, take a little peek behind the card. We'll be right back.
Let me see if I can adjust the settings here.
Right there on your screens, everybody watching at home, that is our full fight card for Friday night. Again, a big card coming in from Memento Boxing, Madison Square Garden.
Stormy B-Man hoodie today. Jesus, gonna go on.
Tickets still available.
I think that's
Scan
better.
that QR code as well for
That's
all
better than
things
before.
Friday
Oh, much
Night
better.
Guide. That is everything behind the scenes, the world of
Is
top
the
rank.
picture
Scan
better now than
that
what it was
QR
before?
And now they're ready for it. Take a look behind the scenes for all
me, it looks
things
better
Friday
than
night. This
before.
is
Before
a
it was
feature of Berinchyk.
Yeah, the last, I think it was better than before. I don't know what I did, but it seems to look better now. So now the main event fighters and the co-main event is going to come to the stage. Apparently, Jared Anderson is not going to be here today, but he's still on the card, but he's not going to show today. So I was looking forward to seeing him, and I don't see him around, but they said he wasn't going to come around. Jared Anderson here. I haven't seen Tiger Johnson either. And I believe they have the same trainer, so other than that, let me see who's in there. I didn't see. Sorry, guys. Ryan Corbett, what's good, bro? Salute, salute. Thanks, Shaolin. Thank you. I'm in the back row today. Usually I'm in the front.
He's on the preliminary.
Yeah, he's on the. Oh, he's not even on the. Yeah, but still, usually Jared Anderson would be here. Like, he's a name. That's why I'm shocked that he's not here. Ryan Corbett was good, bro. Who else is here? I mean, sorry if I missed you. I think I got that. Yeah, and I don't see Tiger Johnson either. And I think they got the same trainer, right? Tiger Johnson and Jared Anderson, I think they got the same trainer.
Yep.
So I don't know what happened. They didn't show. Unless they're floating around here somewhere. So now Xander and Keyshawn and Berinchyk is going to come out. I'm going to mute because they're playing, well, they're playing music. I'll let it go, whatever happens. Nah, they don't give you a strike, they give you a warning. They just don't let you monetize it.
Like what? You can't monetize?
Yeah, like I monetize, but then they might give me a warning like, oh, we can't monetize it after the fact. Because if they spot like music, unless I mute it out. And usually I don't. I just feel like don't monetize out.
We need to get 3,000 out.
Oh, you need 3,000? 3,000 more?
Well,
you got to put up more.
We need like 1,000.
1,000. You got to put more videos because y'all be doing the short videos like of the fights. Like I know your guy be doing the interviews, but do a little bit more. Make a playlist and then pass it around. And that's how you get people to watch the playlist. Let it run and play, even if they're not watching. Just let it run. That's like the little trick. But if you have a lot of shorts, it's going to be hard. Like short videos, like you got 10-minute videos. Yeah. But even those, put those like in a playlist, and then you figure, let's say you got 10 of those. Right, 10 times 10 is 100, 100 minutes or whatever. That's an hour and a half, whatever. Then, multiply that by like 20 people. Yeah. You gotta try to go live or whatever. Maybe we do a live together or something a week or something. We could do that because I remember the first time y'all went live, I was there.
You were there.
Yeah, that was dope. So the face off. I'm dropping the ball. That's gonna be a good fight.
I like it too.
With Mielnicki. I didn't know he moved up to 160, so that means what they might do. They might match him up with Jahai Tucker eventually, because they're both young and they're both in one. Because Jahai Tucker moved up to 162.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting. That's a good matchup. Jahai Tucker and Vito.
I don't know, man. I don't know if he gets past this guy, bro. This dude, I mean, that move up might be good for him. That might be good for him.
For Vito? Yeah. He didn't look good his last fight. He didn't admit it.
It could have been, sometimes fighters feel rejuvenated when they move up in weight.
Yeah.
There's a lot of regional titles on the line.
Yeah, a lot of intercontinental.
So this is going to be a high ranking, whoever wins this is going to be ranked.
I'm shocked that they're giving him that moving up in, weight, his first fight at the weight.
Yeah, right? Unless he was ranked pretty high at 154.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know.
But this guy ain't no joke, bro.
I wanted to talk to Juanita. Hopefully he stays. And then I could get him.
Yeah, I was surprised like you. I didn't know he knew English.
Huh?
I didn't know he knew English.
Yeah, they were telling me, somebody, Ricardo was telling me that he speaks a little bit English. Not clear, but good enough, you know what I'm saying? Look at the corner man boxing over here. Look at this guy, corner man boxing. It's good, bro.
Bring the showcase once again, one of the best 154 pounders.
This is the first time they've done it like this. Usually they go straight through the press conference.
Yeah.
At least the first time since I've been coming to the press conference. They didn't even give them no jerseys this time. They usually give them like jerseys.
Oh, that's Conor Coyle's manager.
Who?
Conor Coyle's manager.
Okay.
Elliot, he's managing a lot of fighters.
Okay.
They got some in Mexico.
Yeah.
My boy hooked him up with like 2 or 3 people.
Okay.
He's always been Riyadh.
Saudi?
Saudi.
Okay.
And, the other one, United Emiratis. Where everybody likes to go.
Dubai. Okay. Dubai. Yeah. What's that?
India.
Sounds like a drink. Oh, they go. Take us on. They only got 2 seats, so that they're gonna do the co-main event, and then they're gonna do the because they only got 2. So that's probably Xander gonna come out, and then after that, Keyshawn. Well, they say don't bring out Xander. I don't know. Only 2 seats out.
changed my life.
I'm wondering, did they bring this dude? Maybe Berinchyk ain't here, man.
No,
Could
you
just be
figure they're going to bring
Xander
both.
and Keyshawn.
Berinchyk and Keyshawn.
Well, they got the belt, right?
Yeah. Over there. Usually everybody floating around over there.
Brothers fighting in person at Norfolk Square. Made famous by Cemento.
I gotta go back to work after this. I gotta go back to the office.
The lunch break.
Yeah, but they let me rock, so they know.
That's cool.
I got lucky because they made us work from home this week, so I came in. I was able to dress whatever way I want. You know what I'm saying? Luck out. Because they thought it was going to be a storm, so they told people to work remote. But the storm there was no storm.
Yeah, I mean, it snowed a little bit down in Brooklyn. It wasn't bad.
It's going to be dumb hot. I think it's going to be like 40-something degrees tomorrow.
Bro,
Guys, I don't know. These guys are taking long to set up.
Calling that hot. Me being from Texas.
No, I know you're from Texas. But you know what I mean. For New York, 40 degrees is like summer.
This time of year. This time of year.
My sister's got in a car accident. They'll go into rehearsals. I called them, I heard their voice, okay, y'all good. So I honestly didn't really know how to take it, but I'm just thinking like, I know they're good. This is a distraction. I need to stay locked in.
This is a first, unless somebody's late.
Yeah.
That's all we got. Xander was here. We saw Xander. Xander's right there.
They were bruised up.
The Zoom in.
You fighting finish?
Xander's right there.
Maybe that's
It's time to go. It's time to do this.
Here from the Star-Spangled Banner, the DB3 sisters.
When they started singing, you know, I almost started crying. Because not only like, you know, my sisters in here singing and setting the stage for me, but like they could have got took the bat of here. It was deeper than them just singing and setting the stage, you know what I'm saying? That was definitely how it played for us. That God had to create it.
Kind of like dead in this live and then start a new one when they eventually start. I feel like somebody's late or something. It doesn't make sense. We never do this.
I have no worries. I have no worries at all. I wasn't worried about what was coming. I know who I am. And I'm a bad person in that ring. First round, he hit me.
Yo, what's good, bro? How's everything? What's going on, brother? Chilling. All right, that's what's up.
As in, oh yeah, he's soft. He don't punch hard at all. As a pressure fighter, you're the strongest in your first round. So if I can feel everything you got in your first round and you don't got nothing, sir, you're in trouble. You fighting a businessman. How about that?
Weird. Watch, as soon as they start, the guy I want to touch is going to bounce.
Who do you want to get?
Juanita, that's really the main one. Xander's hard to get, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's gonna crowd him. You know, so every time Xander's here, he's got a big crowd. I want to get Juanita because you know, he's making his program here before he's not free. Everybody's after Mason too.
Yeah, I'd like to get Mason.
Alright guys, I'm gonna just put the phone down when it starts, it starts. I don't know what's going on. Let me stand up and take a look. Okay, so they are going to do Xander first. So they're going to separate the co-main event and the main event, I guess. You're stupid. Yeah, stupid. Yo, what's up? Our fella was good, bro. Let's see if they're going to start. You're gonna do Xander. So
what he's capable of.
I bet you somebody came late. I bet you.
It has to be.
Because they never do this. So they usually like, you know, order.
It's kind of weird because they had this vignette ready.
Yeah. And they're killing time. Xander's over there talking on the side, killing time. So.
Yeah, man, kind of for a bounce, bro.
That's what I'm saying. People gonna start bouncing.
If I had known they were gonna do this shit, I would have.
Звідти потім вийшов, знову займався боксом.
Rohan, I think Rohan bounced.
І там дуже шоу для
Because a
цього.
lot of times when they do the press con, at the press con, they go take pictures. Don't tell, they do the photo shoots. They're probably doing, some of them got scheduled to do their photos.
І є перемога над собою, над своїм волем.
This is crazy. Hey guys, look at Valentine. Valentine is killing it. There's Abdullah still there. He's still talking.
For the vacant WBO Lightweight World Championship.
Yeah, we're supposed to get a winter storm, but it didn't really come through. Like, it was a little bit of snow. And then now it's just nothing. It's supposed to be hot tomorrow, like 40. It might be something in Saturday or Sunday, but yeah, we didn't get the storm that they said we were going to get. Everybody thought, that's why my job told us to work remotely this week, because they thought it was going to be a storm. And it's like nice out.